Welcome to Royal Secret. Meghan's father, who is currently on the bad terms with his daughter, Thomas Markle, is said to be seeking help from the King Charles. This change comes at the time when there are problems in the royal family interest of the media, and challenges of royal life. Thomas Markle, who, as you may know, was a lighting director, had quite a public exposure ever since Meghan and Prince Harry quit the palace life. Their exit has been accompanied by issues to do with family relationships, personal disclosures, and media coverage. Thomas Markle, who has had no contact with Meghan since she got engaged to Prince Harry in May 2018, has recently said how sorry he is about the relationship and how much he wants to reconnect with Meghan. According to the latest news, it is stated that Thomas Markle wants help or assistance from King Charles. Although the specifics of this support are still rather unclear, it seems to have emerged from a sort of plaintive desire for family reconciliation and the mending of broken relationships. Meghan has had a somewhat complicated dynamic with her father, and the dynamics of their relationship have been portrayed through public spats and unauthorized interviews. Thus, Thomas's attempt at reaching out to the monarch is quite an unusual move and indicative of his desperation. In the interviews, Thomas likewise described feelings of anger and disappointment in his daughter, and the effect on the relationship. A lot of his intent may come from wishing to be close to his king and potentially even extend an amicable hand to the newly anointed King of England, who now leads the royal organization that Meghan cut ties with. The request itself could make King Charles, who has stressed on a contemporary approach to monarchy, have mixed feelings. The monarch particularly had challenging times with family issues in his experience with Princess Diana and issues with his sons. Charles has time and again spoken of the need to maintain the unity of the family. He might have benefited from the perspective that comes from being estranged from one's family, and see the consequences that Thomas is dealing with. But to deal with Thomas Markle could also present its own problems. The royal family has always avoided intervening in personal family matters that are aired in public, and reaching out could in turn intensify the current media frenzy between Meghan and Harry. King Charles has to tread a fine line in managing the family on one side and the image of the monarchy on the other. The response of the public to this request by Thomas Markle has been a pull and haul one. People who support Meghan and Harry are more likely to tilt perceptions in interpreting his behavior as motivated by self-interest to benefit his daughter. On the other hand, some may identify with Thomas and see the implication of the need for social relations and the general suffering of rejection. Twitter and other social networks have emerged as fields of views. Tags associated with both camps act as hashtags to unpack the dynamics of the conflict. Thomas Markle's contact to King Charles captures the essence of the conflict between family bonds, as well as a media persona within the royal family. This definitely brings very pertinent issues as the situation unfolds with regard to the prospects for reconciliation, dealing with family responsibilities, especially where the family member has had a bad press, the issues of the dynasty that a person belongs to, and the responsibilities of having been born into a lineage with historical significance. Whether King Charles will respond to Thomas's plea remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. This, however, is not the end of the Markle family, and the world will keep an eye on the next chapter of the story. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like the video and put on the notification bell to stay connected.